How far off-road would you take your bike? I have a Yamaha XT250, so I asked myself this question. And I realized that there is so much more to it than I originally thought. See, there is a difference between how far your motorcycle can go in theory and how far you personally can go on it. When we think about our bike, we think of its total capabilities. We look at sleek commercials where skilled professionals surrounded by filming crews and support teams perform some pre-planned stunts, and we keep that image in mind when we buy the bike. But in reality, it doesn't matter what the bike can do in those artificial conditions when it's navigated by a professional rider. What really matters is this: what your bike can do in real-world situations when it's navigated by you. That's the only thing that really matters, period. This point became very obvious to me on my recent group ride, where a BMW 1250 GS rider couldn't go up an easy gravel hill. I won't repeat the details, I mentioned them in my previous video, but I will say that for that specific rider, the only thing that mattered was how far he personally could go on that bike. And it turned out he couldn't go far at all. Paved roads, a bit of gravel, and that's it. I never actually thought about total capabilities of a bike versus its available capabilities. Total capability is how much a bike can do in theory, maybe ridden by a professional with pre-planned stunts and support team. But available capability is how much you personally can do with this bike. How much the total capabilities you personally can use is the only thing that matters. Total capabilities of a bike are objective, but available capabilities is subjective. It's up to you and the bike that you have in front of you. And this is important, especially when it comes to off-road riding. Imagine that you are picking between two very capable bikes. With the first bike, slightly more capable, you can use only 10% of its abilities. With the second, you can use 70%. Which one would you pick? A more capable bike that you can't really use? Or a less capable, but the bike that you can use anywhere? I was lucky with my Yamaha XT250. When I bought it last year, I was new to off-road riding, and within days I was taking my XT250 everywhere. It's really capable bike that lets you use most of its capabilities from day one. So its total capabilities are extremely high, and its available capabilities, how much you personally can do with this bike, is extremely high as well. For me, the available capabilities come down to three main things: weight, seat height, and price. Weight. I've been in so many places where even Yamaha's weight, 292 pounds, felt too much. Yeah, not a fun place to be in. I thought I would make it up there, but right before it became so deep and muddy, and I slipped, and I went on the side. Instead of the hill, I came there. And guys, I have to bring it up. I have to take it out of here by myself. And again, thank God it's only 292 pounds. No way I would take Tenere out of here, or Suzuki V-Strom 800. Or, I mean, I'm not even talking about some really massive adventure bikes. And for me, this is the true adventure. I'm going there. Oh, by the way, there are deer over there. I hope it's not a fucking wolf. When I got stuck in a swamp, or deep dirt, or in steep climbs, when I need to stop and reposition the bike, low weight makes bike an easier to maneuver. This is so important off-road, especially when you ride alone. Seat height. Probably the most important of them all. And before you tell me, Gene, look at enduro bikes, their seats are so high. Yes, but have you ever seen an enduro rider who struggled to plant his feet firmly on the ground? I've never seen one. Being able to firmly plant your feet riding off-road is the difference between tipping over your bike and catching it. Price. If you knew that you are very likely to drop your bike on a rocky hill climb, would you easier take a chance on a $5,000 bike or a $35,000 bike? Overall, lighter, low seat, less expensive bikes will give you more confidence to go on more challenging roads and take more calculated risks and have more fun. Actually, let me add one more here: reliability. I dropped my Yamaha XT250 and cracked its dashboard. I didn't notice it, and later I wasn't careful enough and I drowned my dash, and it went dark. I thought that was it. I was very far away and I was alone. But after I waited a few minutes, the bike started and I got home safe. After a few days, the dashboard dried out and came back online. Now think about all the bikes with the so-called sophisticated tech packages. Riding modes, traction controls, electronically controlled this and that. They experienced enough electronic problems even without cracking dashboards. What would happen if you cracked and drowned its electronic package? Would the bike still get you home? Maybe, but I doubt it. At least I wouldn't want to find out. I simply wouldn't be willing to take any chance. And that's important too. The available capabilities of a bike, how far you personally can take it, doesn't just depend on your abilities. It also depends on what makes sense.
Just imagine, like guys, as I said, usable capacity. I have brand new Tenere today. Would I go there? And if I do, I mean, would it be a smart decision? Would it be a reasonable decision? I don't think so. In fact, I would think of myself as something's wrong with my head to take a new Tenere in here. Well, I'm by myself and God knows how long I will have to walk if it gets stuck too much. And some of those other motorcycles I really love, like Suzuki V-Strom, they say it's great off-road. But guys, honestly, not for this type of road. And not going these roads is not an option for me. I love it here.
And it does not make sense to take a heavy, high-seat, pricey, full of electronic spikes to some remote trail, especially if you ride alone. As for my Yamaha XT250, I'll take it anywhere. Light, low-seat, inexpensive and ultra-reliable, it's an extremely capable bike and most of its capabilities are instantly available to even a new off-road rider. Look at my sons, 11 and 13 years old. This is sand over gravel. Unlike paved roads, it is so hard to make tight turns here. And look what they do.
Alright guys, take a short break. But so you see it, it's a smaller bike, extremely capable. I'm surprised at how much it can do. And I can use a lot of that functionality. So think about total capacity of the bike and how much of it can you use. Can you use 100%? Go for whatever bike gives you 100%. If it's Tenere and you can use it to the maximum, that's a bike for you. If you say, here is my level of off-roading, just some basic gravel, maybe a little bit of forest roads, and you say that this bike that I have, some scrambler, heavy, fine, but it can take it, take that bike. If this is how much the capacity and this is your usable capacity and you're okay with this, that's fine. For me personally, this road, this kind of terrain, super wet, rocky, lots of bumps. It's really hard to do it here, to ride here. It's still about medium of where I go. Some of the rocky hill climbs, those are the toughest for me because, especially when you have boulders of like baby head-sized boulders, those are the toughest for me. And yeah, this one is medium and I love it. And I know that the usable capacity of this motorcycle, XT250, allows me to do everything I want to do here. And I know for a fact the usable capacity, what's capacity that I can use Tenere, just doesn't allow me to do it. I'm tiptoeing. I'm 178 centimeters, so 5'10", 72 kilograms. I'm tiptoeing. I'm not, like in here, it would be tough. And if I drop it, especially when you drop it downhill, whew, guys, I know I will struggle. I would pick it up somehow, but after 1 or 2 pickups, sorry, you would have to go back. I would have to go back home because it just wouldn't be fun. With this one, I stalled it a couple of times on the turns and it started falling. It becomes so heavy, and okay, I can keep it and I keep going. So amazing bike, way better than I thought, way better. And again, one more point I want to make, I'm a spontaneous rider. I ride somewhere, I don't plan to come here. It's just beautiful spring day. Today is April 20th, 2024, just amazing. And then I see the road, and who can say no to this? Like, seriously, dig deep in your heart, you see beautiful trail going somewhere in the forest. Can you stop yourself? I cannot. The only thing that stopped me in the past was motorcycle. I have street bike, there is no way I can come here. I have scrambler adventure like BMW GS, back then 650, still like single cylinder. I just won't be able to take it all the way here. And I mentioned price many times and reliability. So it's very inexpensive, it's super reliable. I don't feel heartache. I mean, I feel bad when I drop it, or as you've seen, I took it through some rough stuff and probably scratched it. But it's not $20,000 bike, it's not $30,000 bike. So when you go and you just ride the way you want, and the bike just takes you there, and if you cannot manage it in 3 places and it falls, you feel it's okay, the bike can take it, your wallet can take it, so why not enjoy it? Anyway guys, I'm having a blast here, I'm having so much fun. I'm gonna, oh by the way, what am I wearing? I just want to show you. So this is my armor, and this is not far from my house, so I have other layers, but I have armor everywhere, even though, like, yeah, it's not highway, I don't do anything crazy, but it's good, it's always good to have it, so I always have armor. Okay, so now I'm gonna see what's up there. It just looks so amazing. I have to go check it. I'll show you. I'll go there and I'll get back.
So, how far off-road would I take my Yamaha XT250? Very far. And I did, and I plan to do more. It gives me confidence to try new roads, to challenge myself. It's the ultimate freedom to go any road, anytime, anywhere. Thank you for watching.